Hello everybody, this is Shard Creates. My name is Shardine and welcome to the Creative Podcast. I hope you're all doing well. We've got to the end of February. The month is over already. We're 2 months into 2021 and we're slowly creeping up into March, which kind of is like that month for everyone where everything kind of just changed, the whole world changed. But no, we've got to try and stay positive, Things are starting to look up for us in the UK. There is like a plan of how we're going to slowly kind of come out of quarantine and stuff. So I'm quite looking forward to that and being able to actually go out and eat at a restaurant. And, I don't even like clothes shopping, but I'm looking forward to going clothes shopping again. But yeah, I don't want to be negative about it. We'll just have to see what happens. But in the meantime, got lots of crochet to show you. Got loads. And as you can see, I'm wearing a finished object. This is my own design and it's got a name, and this design is called Terry. Now, I did get help with the name. When I first started making this, I thought to myself, this reminds me of a Terry's chocolate orange. And I said that to one of my friends and she was like, why don't you call it Terry? And so I called it Terry and I love it. It's fabulous. It's an off-the-shoulder brownie jumper. I've currently got it off one shoulder, but you could also wear it off 2 shoulders. Kind of just wear it however you want, really. Like you don't have to wear it off the shoulder. If you want, you can have it up, although it's a bit wide at the neck, so I don't know how you'll be able to do that, but so it's not too high, it's not too low. I thought it was going to be cropped before, but because it's off the shoulder, it comes down a lot lower, so I don't have to worry about it being cropped. And I plan sometime this year to release this as a pattern. Heather of HD Designs Crochet is currently working on a workbook for new and aspiring designers. The first workbook is currently with testers right now, and people are testing the workbook to see, try and make their own designs and, become a creator, become a designer and learn the process of how to do that. And I'm very much looking forward to when those workbooks are going to be released to the general public after the testing has been done and it's been, finalized and everything. So I plan to release this sometime in the new year. I mean later this year, so maybe summer, depending on how good I can get at it. But we'll see. I'm hoping for summer. When I do release this pattern, I will, make this in another color, which is more to my aesthetic, more to what I'd wear on a daily basis, because I wouldn't necessarily wear orange. I don't wear orange at all, but I do wear like blue jeans and stuff like that. My colors are more black and red. So when I do design this pattern and do the grading and stuff like that, and I will be doing it in different colors, so most likely red and black. There are changes that I want to make, like the sleeves. I want to make the sleeves shorter because it came out longer than I thought it would. I want to change the bottom to the blue. I didn't have enough to do that, but I think it would look nice for that, and also the cuffs in the contrasting colour as well. So it's finished and I love it. I haven't worn it out yet because I haven't been out. I haven't really been anywhere, so I can't really wear this out yet, but maybe one day, we'll see. So I'm so glad that it's done. I really like it. I really like how it fits. I like how it feels. So I'm looking forward to being able to write this pattern up and release it one day. That's going to be exciting. So speaking of my own patterns, I've got 2 more designs on the go, but they're currently been set aside because I've got priorities to make in my crochet right now. So the first one kind of relates to some haul. I bought some new yarn I was talking to her in a call a few weeks ago, and was kind of like trying to come up with like what my aesthetic would be, because I would already come up with this one and how it reminded me of Terry's chocolate orange. So we thought, why don't I go with like the sweet candy chocolatey theme? So I am making a blanket this based on like a candy bar, a chocolate bar, and I'm doing it in chunky because I've not used chunky before, and I've wanted to try it and want to see how it comes out. So I've picked out some colours, and I'm using Signet Chunky. I've never used this before, and this is the main colour. They didn't have a lot of different colours, so I was kind of limited to what I was choosing, but this one, I just sort of, yeah, this is chocolate, and then we've got fuchsia. That's chocolate, that's fuchsia. Then we've got honeydew. I really like this. And lastly, we've got kiwi. Quite like that one as well. So I'm using these to design a chunky like blanket slash throw. I have no idea how much I'm going to need for the whole thing. I'm kind of just winging it, because see, I'm just designing it. This is what I've got so far, so there's not a lot. So I've got a couple of granny squares, and I'm currently doing like a C2C style granny. So it's only a small start, but I quite like these colours together. So I haven't sewn in the ends, as you can see. But I want to, before I sew in the ends, I want to like make this bigger and see how I get on with it, and see how it will come out once I've made some more progress. So this hasn't got a name yet. I've got some ideas for the name, but it hasn't got a definitive name for it yet. So I'm working on that right now. It's on hold as I work on some other projects, as I said. So that's another design coming out that I would like to work on and release as my own pattern. The third one is a wrap, like a scarf wrap. Now I've not seen anything like this, like when I've been on Instagram and like Pinterest or anything, not that I've seen. So I thought I'd design like a rectangular wrap. So I'm using some leftover yarn in my stash. I didn't buy any yarn to make this. This is all Hayfield bonus Aran yarn that I've had in my stash. You might recognise two of the colours that I've used in jumpers, the grey that I made for my sister, which I still need to sew together and send to her, and the brown, which was in the jumper that I made for myself. And I had this yellow because I bought it for a project, and then I kind of ripped that project apart and just put it towards this. So as you can see, it's very long. It's doubled right now. So you can like wear it like this, like a normal scarf. We can have it like part at the front and right at the back, like that. But I've still got a long way to go on this, because I want it to be quite thick. Like I want more to go that way. So I don't know how thick I'm going to do this yet, but it's going to be pretty. I want it to be quite big. I don't want it to be like a thin wrap scarf. I want it to be quite a thick one. I can't remember the colours. And I don't think I've got the yarn bands left. I think I had to bin them because they kept getting everywhere and getting tangled up in the yarn. So I will work some more on this eventually. It is because it's long, it does go by slowly, kind of like a blanket would. But I like it so far. I quite like it. And so this is another design of mine that I'm hoping to one day release as well. So when I do decide to write up and grade this pattern, I will make a second one in different colours as well to try and fit my aesthetic. of what I'd wear day to day. And this doesn't have a name yet either. I don't have any ideas for a name yet, so if you've got names or ideas of names for any of the projects that I've shown, put them in the comments. Let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know what you think. That'd be appreciated. So the last project that I've been working on, which has actually been my main focus, quite a number of years ago, my aunt asked me to make some pillowcases in Barbados and Jamaica colours, and I said yes, and I started, and I never finished them. So I said to myself, this year I'm going to make sure that I'll get the things done that was asked of me. So I ordered some yarn because I had one pillowcase that was done, but I was short on yarn for another one of them, so I had to order some, and that's why I've got chunky yarn as well. I ordered them all at the same time. So the one that I had actually made was pretty much finished. I just had a few more rows to add. Was the one in Barbados colours. So this is the pillowcase so far. So the way I'm going to do it is like in an envelope style. So I don't think I'll be able to show it properly. It'll just be folded over. Do this. I did also buy the inserts, the pillow stuffed inserts as well, to go with it. So it's going to be like this. When I seam it together, it's going to be like a, and then you can take the pillow out and put this in the wash. So it should fit the cushion. It's pretty big. So that's the idea. I'm currently working on the Jamaica one, and I've just been working on this. That's what I've been doing mostly. So I had to buy the green yarn and some more of the yellow because I didn't have enough. So this is Jamaica inspired one right now. So I'm using C2C to make this C2C stitch and a 4mm hook. I don't remember the hook sizes for the other patterns, if I'm honest. I think the blanket is a 6.5 and the wrap is a 5 or 5.5. I can't remember exactly, but I know this is definitely 4mm because I'm working on it right now. So this is like my #1 whip right now. I want to get it done and finished as soon as possible. Just so that's one less thing that I have to worry about, that I've promised to make and not done. So I'm doing it. That's the goal. So I hope to finish this very soon. That's the goal anyway. So I've got one more project to show you. I haven't worked on this for a while because I've been working on the pillowcase, but I did go up to a stopping point for myself on this. So this is the Meadow Cow, the jumper designed by Lucy at Attic 24. The border has been released now, so that is the final part of the pattern, but I am behind. I've got 4 weeks worth of rows on this so far, so I've got 4 repeats on this blanket. So here we are. It's bigger than me, and it's going to be so much more bigger than me. Right now it's like as tall as me. Touching the floor, it's almost taller than me. That's where it gets up to. I've still got 2 more repeats to do, so but that's it with Lucy's blankets. They're really long. They're like single bed size blankets, so that is currently just sat on the side because I'm working on the pillowcase. But I'm still enjoying it. I will pick this up when I don't feel like working on the cushion, even though I need to focus on it, just to give myself something different to do. So I think that's okay, because it will get finished regardless. I won't put like loads of time into the blanket because I know it needs to be done, but I am pretty close to finishing this soon as well. And the border is just going to be, it's going to take me forever to do the border because the border is usually a pain in my butt, and it's the slowest part, and it's a slog, but it will bring the blanket together overall. Now, one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is that you may have noticed on the thumbnail it says sites with like dots in between. S-I-T-E-S. I hope I've got that right. Yes. So I've come up with a thing, an idea, and it's called Stitch in Those Ends Sunday. I have a lot of ends to sew in that I've neglected. As you can see, I've got loads here. I've got ends on this, and I've got all the ends on this. So my goal for Sundays, which I'm going to try and do every Sunday, is to not really do much crochet but focus on sewing in my ends, and just use the day to kind of like catch up, and it just means that there's one less thing to do on my projects going forward. So I'm going to sew the ends in today on this and see if I can get more done on my blanket. I do actually have some cross stitching to do as well, so I need to make sure I find time to do that because I've got a goal that I want to meet. Kind of today if I can, or before like we get too far into March. So, but I've got plenty of time to sew in, so I'm just going to do that today. Still got the whole day ahead of me, so it shouldn't be too bad. And that's what I've been working on. I've actually been doing I've done a lot. I feel like I haven't done a lot, but I've done a lot. I've done quite a bit. So, goals for March. Finished pillowcases. Finish the 2 repeats of the blanket because the border's not going to get done. I can guarantee the border won't be done within March. And I think those are going to be my 2 main goals for this month. I don't think I will work on my other 2 projects. And obviously because I'm cross stitching as well, I want to make time for that. So those are the 2 main goals. If I do more, I'll do more. That's basically a bonus. So I've got quite a few goals and things I want to do this month. I'm really trying to just stay focused and get things done. Then today I'm just going to sew in ends because that's a big part of, you know, my crochet is the ends, and I'm faffing now. I'm faffing. This video's gone on long enough. I'll stop talking. One more thing, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have done 2 live streams now. They've been on a Friday evening. The only issue with streaming is that it's very difficult to accommodate for like US times, because that would require me staying up a lot later, which I can do because I have streamed on 2 Fridays. I can stay up later on a Friday night. It also means that people in the UK might not want to stay up that late as well. So it's kind of just trying to find the balance. So I might do like a Friday late night stream on a Friday, or I'll stream on a Saturday instead. It just we'll see how it's going, because I know in March I've got 2 crochet Zoom calls in March, so I'm trying to make sure that I don't make my streams clash with those because I don't want to miss them at all. So I do post on my Instagram usually the same day that I'm going to be streaming. I'll try and do it more ahead of time, or I'll schedule it on my channel, so you if you've subscribed and you click the notification bell, you'll see when I will be scheduled to go live. I don't know when I'm going to go live next. It won't be the first week of March, I don't think. It might be the second week of March, but we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. So if you want to stay informed of when I post my videos or when I go live, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, leave a like, leave a comment, because I read all the comments. I always read the comments. I always try to reply to comments as soon as I can. And yeah, just share the video with your friends and everyone who enjoys crochet and crafting. and I've gone on for long enough. We're 20 minutes in, so I will let you go. I hope you're all having a great Sunday. I hope you've all had a great February and got lots of crafting done, and I'll see you all soon.